Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back into my channel. So in this lab, we're going to create an Azure SQL Managed Instance. So there you go when this article being updated. So create an Azure SQL Managed Instance. Bang, bang, bang. So it's kind of explained to you the steps here. Now, if we were to look at the overview of this article, let's see here. Now, Azure SQL Managed Instance is the intelligent, scalable cloud database service that combines the broadest SQL Server database engine compatibility with all the benefits of a fully managed and evergreen platform as a service. SQL Managed Instance has near 100% compatibility with the latest SQL Server Enterprise Edition. Database engine providing a native virtual network VNet implementation that addresses common security concern and a busy model favorable for existing SQL Server customer. SQL Managed Instance allows user SQL Server customers to lift and shift their on-premises application to the cloud with minimal applications and database changes. At the same time, SQL Managed Instance preserve all platform as service capabilities, automatic patching and version update, and bang, bang, bang. So here, if you new to Azure SQL Managed Instance, check out our Azure SQL Managed Instance video, our depth SQL Server video series. So let's go ahead and play this. So
the next deployment option we're going to talk about is Azure SQL Managed Instance. Now, there are many reasons that we see customers wanting to migrate to Azure SQL Managed Instance. The main one is they want to migrate to Azure and they want to remove some of that management overhead and stress with regards to some of the PaaS capabilities that we've talked about, but they might have restrictions. Maybe they need instance scoped features. And when we talk about instance scoped features, we really mean features that are really scoped to the server as opposed to the database. And this includes things like Service Broker, SQL Server Agent, PLR, machine learning services. And so these are just a few of the reasons why we see customers, moving towards Azure SQL Managed Instance.
If you think about some of the key features of Managed Instance, first of all, just consider, as Anna just described, the surface area of SQL Server. We originally called this the Cloud Lifter project and eventually Managed Instance because you are literally going to be interacting with a SQL Server full instance with that feature set outside the scope of just a database, but we have managed functionality like built-in availability groups, security, and some of those kind of type things. So we're giving you the best of both worlds. We're giving you a SQL Server instance with PaaS managed capabilities. And there's some great differentiators. So first of all, one of the really amazing aspects of using Managed Instance to help you get to the cloud is online migrations. We're going to use database backups and restores and log shipping technology to allow you to do a fairly seamless online migration from your on-premises environment. And as we mentioned, we're going to give you full managed continuity for business availability with things like replicas and failover groups to almost simulate a scenario of an automatic availability group even across regions. So if you think about Managed Instance overall, this is going to be the best of a SQL Server that you're used to using. We're going to manage underneath the infrastructure and the virtual machines, but you're going to go to Management Studio. It's going to feel and look just like a SQL Server. But again, behind the scenes with those great managed capabilities.
And a customer that we like to talk about that has moved to Managed Instance is Komatsu, because they were able to, easily migrate a large database without any code changes to Azure SQL Managed Instance and pretty much immediately see some significant cost reduction and performance gains. So whether you're someone like Komatsu who's looking to easily move to the cloud and see things like cost reduction, or you're looking for more of the PaaS capabilities while still getting that vast SQL Server surface area, Azure SQL Managed Instance might be the right option for your scenario. Stay tuned for the next video.
Okay, guys, so this basically giving you a bird's eye view of what SQL Managed Instance are. So there go all the architecture down here. It kind of what is SQL Managed Instance. So it's kind of explain everything here as they already went over that. So I can go ahead and just create a SQL Managed Instance real quick just to avoid making this video too long. Following diagram outline, browse connectivity option on your application. So security feature. Okay, guys, so first thing first, let's go ahead and create a SQL Managed Instance database. So database migration, so SQL Managed Instance target our scenario though, with mass database migration from premises to infrastructure as service. Database implementation, SQL Managed Instance, possible database migration option that are discussed in the migration guides. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and just create one. So I already have it here. But if you want to, all you got to do is just go in the portal and type in Azure SQL. And I said there, so say create. And now let me create a resource group. If you already have one, you're good. Check here it is. It's multiple subscription. Now for manage, we give it a name. I could call this my SQL Manage database. Okay, I could put this on East US. Let's check it out. What region request? Let's put this on West US then. Spark here. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Okay. Let's just put this on RG2. Do we even have an RG2? Let's put it on RG1 just to be on the safe side. Just create new RG1. Just give it a name. MySQL Manage Instance. Database. Let's put it on the East US. What's wrong with this? So manage instance is not available for the chosen subscription. Please try again with some other, subscription. No, I only have one subscription. Spot there. Let's try it again and see if we're gonna get a subscription by default. And we can leave it there for the sake of performing this lab. So let's put it on RG1. And we have Azure. Oh man. SQL manage instance. So SQL. So in case that a support region is not available on the Azure list, provision an instance to such a region, please use this support quota. Looks like it's not gonna allow me to. So guys, it looks like it's not gonna allow me to make this change due to a subscription failure, but however, it's pretty simple, the steps to create this. See if I can go there and kind of show you steps that you will need to create this. All you will need is this, as those steps. So you would have to have a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription or whatever subscription that you could pay for it, and just give it a name, put it in a region, and just enter those administrator account and stuff like that, and review and create. So it's a subscription. So a subscription that gives you permission to create a new resources. So resource group, create a new resource group. You would have a managed instance name. valid name, you would have to put it in a region, you would have to manage the instance, admin login, and a password, and the compute plus storage, you would have to choose general purpose. As you go down, you choose geo redundancy backup storage. And that's basically explain everything here. The core you choose and stuff like that. And on the network tab, you would have to follow these: proxy default for connection type, private endpoint, and kind of explain everything here. And the additional settings, you would either have to put SQL Latin 1, and for tag, you would create a tag if you want to, and all. So that will basically create, review and create, and you would have to monitor deployment progress. And test tape, if you close your browser, bang, 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 move away from the deployment process screen, you can monitor the provisioning operation via the manage instance overview page over PowerShell or the CLI. So I guess I can't create this because I do not have the appropriate subscription for that. So view and fine tune network settings, stuff like that. So I think that's pretty explanatory. So hopefully that you can create that yourself if you have the appropriate subscription for it. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.